I'm Munchkin. This is Munchkin's Wicked Reads, and this is really awkward. I'm going to love this though. This is gonna clearly stand out as my first video. Anyways, so again, this is Munchkin's Wicked Reads, where no good book goes unread. For my first video, I am doing the newbie tag. It's for like a little introduction as to why I'm doing this channel, what you're probably going to be expecting. Let's just go ahead and get on with that. So, for the first question, it is, why start this booktube channel? My answer for that is I want to express my love of books. I think that's everyone's basic answer for this. For a personal reason is I want to keep track of how many books I have. So there's that. So moving on, second question. What unique things can you bring to BookTube? I have one specific idea that I'm really looking forward to doing. It's gonna kind of be like a secret. Keep watching and hopefully I will get to doing that unique thing. But no, I hope to bring some humor. I like to think I'm funny. Everyone thinks they're funny though, so if I'm not, that's okay. I laugh at myself all the time and that's really the only person that needs to laugh at me. Anyways, so secret ideas that I have and humor. Next question is, what are you most excited about this channel? And the one thing that I could really think of was friends, like worldwide friends. This booktube community seems very fun and exciting, that it will probably be very easy making friends. So I'm really excited for that. Maybe I'll meet some booktube people at BookCon in a week. I'm so excited about that. I'm sorry. Okay, continuing. So the next question is, why do you love reading? There are some times that you just can't take reality. I mean, there's no magic. That makes me so mad sometimes. So mad. That's why my favorite reads are YA fantasy. I'm sure you're gonna get to learn what kind of books I love to read. I mean, even looking at my shelf, you could probably get a good idea. So that's basically the answer for this one. Reality sucks. Book life is great. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next question. What book or book series got you into reading? We had AR, where you read books and then you take a test on it to see how much like you remembered and how much just how much you remembered. And then you would get points, and then you had to get like a certain number of points to like complete your AR for that quarter or that semester or whatever. So being forced to read, I hated reading for that specific reason. And plus I never had an interest in the stories. When I was in about 3rd, 4th, 5th, I read a bunch of the Mary Pope Osborne books, the Magic Tree House books. Those I actually really enjoyed, mainly because I could read them in like an hour. 7th and 8th grade, I got into Dragon Keeper. I don't know who it was by, but Dragon Keeper was a really good book. And then I found that one of my friends had read that book. Then we kind of like switched them back and forth because there's 3 books. There's the Dragon Keeper, and then there's like the Purple Egg, and then there's the 3rd one. I don't even know what that one's called. But yeah, so we were able to like talk about that book, which that was really cool. And I think that was probably like my first hint into not exactly fangirling, but having like that communication with someone and like discussing books. And then this book I actually own, I discovered it my junior year because throughout high school I did the honors English. Like honors English people had to do AR. That's why I did AR throughout high school. And then junior year, it was literally like 2014, I came across this book and it was like the greatest thing ever. It's Clockwork Angel. I don't know if you could see this necklace right here. Yeah. So this book is the book that got me into reading. I flew by this book. I mean, I think it took me about a week to read, this book just because reading was so new to me. And I was like, oh, I actually like this. What is this? And then, you know, school, again, a week was really good for me. Week was really good for me. So, of course, there's Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess. Clockwork Angel is definitely my favorite book out of this whole trilogy. Clockwork Princess is my second one. Clockwork Prince is my third favorite. For reasons, if you have not read this book, I can't say. 'Cause spoilers. But yeah, so that's the book and trilogy is what made me get into reading. This led to The Mortal Instruments, which then led to... What book did I read after that? I think it was Throne of Glass. This was the very first book that I can actually call my own. I bought it, so I was in Target, and this book was there, and I was like, oh my god, Mom, can you please buy this book for me? And so she was like, yeah, sure, I'll definitely buy that book for you. So she bought the book for me. So this is the first book that started my book collection. Can I call it a collection? I can call it a collection. Mwah. Thank you, Cassandra Clare. So, the next question is, what would you ask your favorite booktuber? Can we be friends? Please. If that came across as creepy, my bad. But the people that I first started watching are actually the people who are in the Booksplosion. So, you know, of course there's Katie from Katie-tastic. There's Jessie from Jessie the Reader. And then there's Christine from Home Bananas Books. There's also Sasha from A Book Utopia. And there's Natasha from Tashopolis. My other question that I would ask them was, how do you balance doing booktube and then work as well? I would love to have that little inside, because I'm, you know, college life. We have one more question, and it's, what challenges are you expecting in booktube? And it's like, how do you overcome them? Or how do you plan to overcome them? I don't know. So I have getting over a book slump, and then, you know, keeping up with the videos. If you're in a book slump, you can't really do anything with a video. So I'm hoping to not have one that badly, or at least have like a backup. I've got this complete collection of Grimm fairy tales. So I feel like if I ever get in a book slump, just pull it open and read one of the many stories that's in here. And another challenge is just keeping up with this while in college. I'm about to be a junior. I feel like junior and senior year are going to be a little more intense because working on your portfolio so that you can like start sending it out to people so you can try and get a job. Here's the other answer. Okay, it's learning how to critique, because going to basically any college, there's at least one class that you're going to have to take, like learning how to like critique, like especially with stories. I mean, when I read a book, I just... here's the story, there you go, what's your thought on that? But I want to get into like writing structure and like critiquing that, because I hear like a lot of booktubers go, oh my gosh, the wording was so poetic. I don't know, when I read a book, like how would this come across in a movie? And that's how I kind of like frame everything in my head. There's some wording that I'm like, wait, I thought they were sitting, but how did they, and that I want to like kind of learn how to critique that kind of stuff. So that's a good challenge that I want to overcome. So that's it. That's all of the questions. I hope you enjoyed this newbie tag. This was fun. I'm excited to do more. The whole tag goes out to Brenda C. Thanks, Brenda, for creating this tag. If you want, like and subscribe. If you found my awkwardness laughable. I have Instagram and Twitter. I don't get on Twitter very often, so if there's anything, you'll probably find me on Instagram. That's really the only place. See you next time on Munchkin's Wicked Reads. Bye! There's no book in there. There is no book in there. Thanks for ruining that surprise. Sorry.